Hello, everybody! It's me again! Eu aqui mais uma semana pra estar aqui com vocês, pra gente praticar um pouquinho de inglês, pra cuidar um pouquinho de vocês, ok? Então, só pra gente, antes da gente começar mesmo de verdade com a nossa aula, eu queria dar alguns recadinhos pra vocês, tá bom? Então, primeira coisa que eu queria ver com vocês é se vocês estão conseguindo me ouvir, tá? Então, deixa um joinha aqui para ver se tá tudo certo, se vocês estão conseguindo me ouvir, tá bom? Uma outra coisa que eu queria falar para vocês, tá? Então, deixa um joinha aqui se vocês estão conseguindo me ouvir. A gente tem usado e vai continuar usando bastante o chat para a gente se comunicar, mas é importante, tá bom? Que o que é legal de falar para vocês? Que existe aí um atraso de 20, 30 segundinhos para eu receber a mensagem de vocês, tá? Então, assim, se eu demorar um pouquinho para responder, é por causa disso. Então, eu recebo a mensagem, eu fico com o chat aberto aqui do lado, eu recebo essa mensagem 20, 30 segundinhos depois que vocês enviaram, tá? Mas se vocês estiverem com alguma dúvida, vocês podem perguntar aqui no chat mesmo. Mesmo que eu esteja um pouquinho mais adiante, eu paro, volto e explico para vocês, tá bom? Um outro recado que eu queria dar para vocês, que é um recado bem importante, é sobre a nossa corrente do bem, tá? Então, se você tem um comércio ou conhece alguém que tem um comércio, alguém da sua família, um amigo, alguém que é próximo a você que tem um comércio, manda pra gente no WhatsApp, tá bom? Manda o nome, com o que vocês trabalham, que a gente vai ajudar a divulgar nas nossas redes sociais, tá? Então, se você conhece alguém que tem um comércio, que está trabalhando com delivery, manda pra gente, avisa a gente que a gente vai divulgar nas nossas redes sociais também. Combinado? Outra coisa que eu queria falar com vocês, são muitos recados, né? Eu sei. Homework, tá? Mas, Dri, eu tenho que fazer homework? Sim, tá? Então, além de ser um momento, né? Além dos pontos que elas valem, né? Mas é um momento para vocês organizarem tudo que a gente está falando até aqui. Então é importante que tenha esse momento de organizar, de estudos. Tem dúvida? Volta, né, nas outras lives ou manda uma pergunta lá no grupo que a gente está aqui para ajudar vocês. Combinado? Não se esqueçam também de curtir aqui o vídeo, tirar uma foto, postar na rede social. Faz um story aí falando que você tá firme e forte estudando inglês nessa quarentena. Combinado? So, let's start. Okay, so guys, talking about learning English, talking about homework, right? So, what do you think can make it harder to learning a language? Okay? What do you think can make it harder to learn a language? Okay? I'm going to show you some options and you are going to write on the chat your opinion, ok? Vou mostrar algumas opções e vocês colocam aqui no chat a opinião de vocês, ok? What do you think can make it harder to learn a language? Not listening enough, ok? Not listening enough, not practicing listening. Lack of curiosity, lack of curiosity, okay? Lack of curiosity. Lack means falta, okay? So, if you're not curious enough, se você não é curioso, mas como assim curioso, teacher? When you see a new word, if you try to use, if you look for its meaning, if you read and try to have other vocabulary as well, okay? Feeling obligated, you know? Feeling obligated. When you feel that you have to learn a language. It's not because you want, you know? You're doing something that you don't want to. You feel obligated to do it, okay? Fear, all right? Fear, when you have fear of speaking, fear of making mistakes. not speaking enough, not practicing enough. And a single method, using only one method to learn English, okay? Or just go to class, or just watch movies, just listen to music, using just one method, okay? So for you, write on the comments, what is your top 3, okay? What do you think can make it harder to learn English? I want you to choose 3 of these words. Or, if you have another one, se vocês souberem outra coisa que dificulta, escreve aqui, ok? I'll give you 1 minute to write it down. Vou dar 1 minutinho para vocês escreverem, ok? 1 minute and counting, ok? Counting here. 1 minutinho. Okay, more 30 seconds for you. Yes. Esperar mais 30 segundinhos para vocês responderem. Okay. What make it harder? The lack of practicing. Okay. So, it's important for us to study, right? So, if what makes harder is not speaking enough, let's use this opportunity to practice, okay? Any opportunity that you have to use English, use it, okay? Good. Do you know what these expressions mean? So, talking about learning a language, there are some expressions that we use that they are related to learning, okay? So, do you know these expressions? So, we have learn the hard way, learn the hard way, learn by heart, learn by heart. Ops, tudo errado meus efeitos, gente. Draw a blank, okay? Hit the books, learn the ropes, learn one's lesson, okay? Do you know these expressions? These expressions are on your books, okay? On page, let me tell you the page. They are on your books on page 44, okay? Page 44. A gente está trabalhando com as expressões da página 44, okay? So we have learn the hard way, draw a blank, learn by heart, hit the books, learn the ropes, and learn one's lesson, okay? And here I have their meaning, okay? So we have to understand something based on a previous experience, to be able to say something from memory, to find out how to do a specific job or activity, to say that someone will not do something again because they did once and suffered negative consequences, to be unable to remember something, to study seriously, okay? So, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do the math, okay? 2 minutes for you to do the math. 2 minutinhos para vocês fazerem o math. E aí vocês vão escrever no comentário. Então, por exemplo, learn the hard way, letter A. Quais dessas expressões explicam learn the hard way, okay? Then you're going to write, por exemplo, A1, A2, B3, ok? Vocês vão escrever o número e a letra no comentário, alright? 2 minutes, go! I'm really counting the time here. I'm a time control freak, so let me open here my timer. Okay, so 2 minutes. I'm really counting the minutes, okay? So I have 2 minutes should do the match, okay? And write on the comments the letter and the number that you think it's the correct one, okay? Two minutes, go! I'm checking your comments here, all right? Single man, not speaking enough. Ok? We have one more minute. Vocês têm mais um minutinho. I'm waiting. Then we are going to correct together these expressions that we use when talking about learning, okay? All right, you have more 30 seconds. Go, guys. 30 seconds for you to do it, okay? It's a matching from the Y Connect, okay? Okay, can we check? Yes? All right, so let's check, okay? So 1A, so learn the hard way means to understand something based on a previous experience, okay? So when you learn the hard way is that you had a bad experience and then you had to learn, okay? So check with me. Vai checando aí comigo. To see, all right? So learn by heart. So to be able to say something from memory means learn by heart, okay? To be able to say something from your memory, it means that you learned by heart, okay? It's the similar with Portuguese. You know that the expressions say de cor. This cor is from coração, from your heart. So when you learn by heart, you know something from your memory, okay? Find out how to do a specific job or activity. Learn the ropes, okay? So when learn the ropes means that you learned how to do something, okay? The rules, the way to do something, okay? 4, learn one's lesson. So when you say like, oh, he's not going to do that again. He did the first time and it didn't work. So we say that he learned his lesson, okay? Learn your lesson, not repeat a mistake. 5, to be unable to remember something. Draw a blank. Draw a blank. In Portuguese, we say deu branco. So you draw a blank, okay? And the last one, to study seriously means hit the books. Hit the books, okay? So when you hit the books, it means that you study seriously. You study hard, okay? Yes? Difficult? So I can see that, all right, some people really got it, okay? All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions and I would like you to answer on the chat, okay? How often do you hit the books? How often do you hit the books? Right? Thinking about your English course. How often do you hit the books? Always, sometimes, never, once a week. How often? Right here on the chat. Escreve aqui no comentário, okay? I'm going to wait in like 1 minute, 30 seconds, okay? How often do you hit the books? How often do you study seriously? Do you study hard, okay? want complete answer, okay? For example, I always read the books. I sometimes read the books. I read the books once a week. Okay? Complete answer. Write it down. Escreve aí, gente. I'm waiting. Okay? I want to know how many verbs do you know by heart? How many verbs do you know by heart? You don't need to say the number. Não precisa colocar um número. Contar os verbs. But do you know a lot of verbs by heart? Do you know few verbs by heart? You don't know any verbs by heart? How many do you know? Okay? So let me know. Once a week it's hardly ever. Sometimes. Okay? Have you ever drawn a blank while speaking English? Have you ever drawn a blank while speaking English? You know, when you were there like, what's the word? You know what you want to say, but it seems like your head is empty. Okay? So tell me, have you ever drawn a blank while speaking English? Yes, no, maybe. Once a month, Victor. Okay? So sometimes it happens. Alright? So, talking about learn English. Okay? So, I really believe that one of the hardest parts of learning English is that we have some tricky words. Okay? And for you, what's the hardest part of learning English for you, based on your experience? What is the hardest part? Let me know. It's the listening part, it's the speaking, the reading, the writing. What is the hardest part for you? Ok? O que é o mais difícil para vocês, considerando aprender inglês? Ok? So, write on the comments. I'm going to give you 1 minute to write, okay? And I'm checking your comments. All right? So, for me, as I said, the hardest part of learning English for me when I was learning English, it was the tricky words. You know, that words that they seem to be something, but they have a different meaning, okay? So, we are going to play a game, okay? So come with me. We will play a game now, okay? So, how this game works. I'm going to show you a question, right? And you have to answer. You are going to write on the comments the right answer, if it's A or B, okay? And then we are going to check together, all right? Are you ready? Okay, all right? So, there is a question, you have to answer A or B, okay? Yes? All right. So, eventually means, what does it mean? A, after a long time, or it will possibly happen. What does eventually mean? After a long time, or it will possibly happen. So write in the comments, A or B. What does it mean? A or B? I'll give you 30 seconds to tell me. A or B? Okay, can you check? Yes, and then you count your scores, ok? Vai contando os scores de vocês aí, alright? So, eventually means A. After a long time, okay? Eventually is it's kind of a synonym of finally, okay? It finally happened. It eventually happened, okay? That's a tricky word. 2. Uneducated means, what does it mean? Someone rude, A, that someone is rude, or B, someone who does not have a high level of education. When I say fulano is uneducated, what does it mean? A or B, someone rude or someone who does not have a high level of education? A or B? 30 seconds, go. I'll give you 30 seconds, okay? For you to go. Okay? It is B, okay? When I want to say that someone is rude, I say that this person is impolite. Impolite, rude. Uneducated, we are talking about studies. The level of education, okay? So when I say that someone is uneducated, it means that this person doesn't have a high level of education, has not gone to college, maybe has not finished high school, okay? So uneducated, we are talking about studies, okay? 3. To discuss. To discuss. What does discuss mean? Okay? A. Talk about something in detail. Or B. To show opposite ideas in a way. Ok? In a heated way. Tá faltando uma palavra aqui. Ok? To discuss means to talk about something in detail or to show opposite ideas in a heated way. What does it mean? A or B? 30 seconds, go. Okay? So, it means A. Okay? So, to discuss, when you say, oh, let's discuss about, it means to talk about something in detail, okay? When you are, when you show an opposite idea in a heated way, when you are like fighting with someone, you are arguing, okay? To argue. To discuss, talk about something in detail peacefully, okay? To argue means to have a fight, okay? But not physically. Number 4, actual means real or exact, something happening in the moment. What actual means? Real or exact, or that something is happening in this moment. What does it mean? 30 seconds. Okay, can you check? A, real or exact. Okay, so when you're talking about actual facts, they're real. Okay, actual words, real words. Okay, yeah, so Something happening in the moment, it's like updated, okay? Something updated, not actual, right? Told ya, they are trick words. 5, to pretend. This is a classic. To pretend means to have the intention of doing something, or B, to act like everything is one way when you know it isn't. What does pretend mean? Okay? To have the intention of doing something, or to act like everything is one way when it's not. 30 seconds, go. A or B? Ok? Can you check? Vão contando o score de vocês aí. B, ok? B. To pretend means to act like everything is one way when you know that it's not, okay? When you pretend, it means that you are lying, you know? You are being fake, okay? When you have an intention of doing something, we say that we intend to do, okay? Oh, I intend to go to the bank. I have the intention to go, right? But if I say I pretend to go to the bank, it means that I say that I will go to the bank, but I go to another place, okay? It's not real. Last one, 6, expert. What does it mean? Expert means someone who is intelligent or smart, or someone who is specialized in an area. What does expert means? Okay? A or B, all right? Posso até dar zoom, Lu, mas eu não sei se vai ajudar, ok? What expert means? Someone who is intelligent, smart, or someone who is specialized in it? Okay. Someone who is specialized in an area, okay? Expert. All right, so tell me, how many did you get right? Quantas vocês acertaram? Let me know, okay? How many did you get right? All of them? Half of them? None of them? Just one? How many? Okay? So I want to remind you that these words, okay, all these expressions, they are on your books, okay? All these expressions are on page 45. Elas estão aqui na página 45, okay? So if you have your books, let's match very quickly, okay? So, to act like everything is one way when you know it isn't, to pretend, okay? So, to pretend, A. Lá no book de vocês agora. Pretend, A. Not having a high level of education, uneducated. Uneducated. Uneducated, B. Okay? Offer after a long time, eventually, okay? Eventually, C. Someone who is specialized in an area, expert. Expert, D. Talk about in detail, okay? To discuss, E. Real or fact or exact, sorry, actual, F. Ok? Então, faz o match lá no book de vocês, alright? So, 3 half of them, just 3. Alright, these are tricky words, okay? They are false cognates. São palavras que são tricky mesmo. Elas parecem que são uma coisa, são parecidas com o português, mas elas têm um significado totalmente diferente do que elas parecem ser, né, em português. Ok? Yes? Good. So, talking about learning English, okay? Learn language, actually. We talked a little bit about what makes it harder to learn a language, okay? And some of you mentioned using one method, okay? Here we have some methods, okay? Some methods, some images that represent methods of learning a language, right? Okay, so I'm going to circle one method and you have to write on the comment what this image represents, okay? For example, this one, which method is this? Which method? Reading, okay? Reading. So then you have to write on the comment, reading, okay? Did you get? Então eu vou circulando as imagens aqui e aí vocês vão escrever qual é o método, o que essa imagem, qual método essa imagem representa, ok? So here we have reading, right? This one, which method is that? Which method? Write it down, 30 seconds. Thirty seconds for you. Okay? Right? So you write it down, vocês vão escrevendo e depois a gente vai fazendo um checking. Okay? This one. What is this one? Which method is this? Okay? So, write it down. What do you think? Which method this picture represents? Okay? So, write it down. This one. What about this one? Which method this image represents? Okay? Which method? All right? Okay. What about this one? Which method this image represents? Okay? Which method it represents? Right? What about this one? Which method is this? Which method is this? Okay. What about this one? Which method is this? Which method is this? Okay. All right. And this one. This is the brain. What does it mean? What are we using? Okay. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, so first method, reading. Okay, it's a good method to practice. Listening. Okay, reading, listening. Taking face-to-face lessons. Okay, taking a course. writing, okay, writing, watching movies or watching videos, movies, okay, repetition, this one, repeating, okay, so you can see that we have like the bigger one is the teacher and the other one is the student, okay, repeating. Online courses, okay, online courses. And this one is a brain, é cérebro. It means memorization, okay? Memorization, memorizing things, okay? Decorating, memorizing things, all right? Okay, so tell me, which is or are the best one for you? So what is the best for you? Or what are the best for you? Which methods do you prefer? I'll give you 1 minute to write it down. Qual método que vocês preferem? Me conta aqui. Write it down. Okay, you can choose more than one if you want to. Okay, it's a personal answer. All right? So which one are good? Which one are the best? Okay? All of them are helpful. All of them are good. Okay? Caindo no mundo aqui, alguém derrubando as coisas do prédio. All right? Yes? Good. So, each method, right? With each one of those methods, they have good points, right? And they have bad points, okay? They have good things and bad things as well, right? So, you're going to choose one of those methods, okay? You're going to choose one and write down one advantage and one disadvantage of this method, okay? For example, repeating words, okay? This is the method I chose. Repeating words. Advantage, practice pronunciation, okay? You learn how to pronounce the words. Disadvantage, it's boring, okay? So that's what you're going to write on the comment, okay? That's what you're going to write. Okay? So you are going to choose one. You are going to write what is the method. Advantage, ta-na-na. Disadvantage, ta-na-na. Okay? I'll give you 1 minute to write it down, okay? 1 minutinho para vocês escreverem. Uma vantagem, uma desvantagem de um dos métodos que a gente viu. Esses métodos, se vocês estiverem acompanhando com o livro, elas estão na page 46. Tá aqui, ó, na página 46. Ok? 1 minute and counting. Ok? Okay? Yes? Good. So now, okay, now try to put both points into the same sentence, okay? So you're going to put the same in one sentence, right? Então a gente colocou 2 tópicos. Vocês vão tentar juntar numa frase só, ok? I'll give you 1 more minute, alright? 1 more minute. Então vocês não vão usar mais advantage, disadvantage. Vocês vão colocar, in my case, for example, practice pronunciation and it's boring in the same sentence, ok? 1 minute for you to do it. 1 minutinho para vocês, ok? I'm counting for real, okay? Right? 1 minute for you. While you do that, I'm going to be checking your answers, ok? Vou checando as respostas de vocês. E passando álcool em gel no potinho de álcool em gel. Okay? Could you do it? Yes? No? Maybe? Alright? So, when we have a good point and a bad point, and I want to contrast them, okay? And I want to write both on a sentence, okay? We can use but. For example, repeating words helps you practice the pronunciation. But it's boring. Okay, so repeating words helps you practice the pronunciation, but it's boring. Okay? So check yours. Did you do the same as I did? Okay? Good. So, guys, before we move on, antes da gente move on, da gente continuar, vamos parar 1 minutinho pra gente fazer uma chamada? Então, escreve aqui o nome de vocês e a cidade de onde vocês estão falando, tá? Ok? Só pra eu saber depois. Alright? Eu sei que tá a Lu, o Paulo e o Vitor, mas vamos parar aqui pra gente deixar registradinho, tá? Então, coloca aí. Name and city. Alright? Okay? Alright, so when we are making conception, okay? Alright, so congratulations, Paulo. I loved your sentence, okay? So we can use but, we can use on the other hand as Paulo used, okay? So besides but, we can use other words to make concessions, okay? We can use although, even though, however, on the other hand. Do you remember these words? Okay? Do you remember them? So we use them when you are contrasting ideas, okay? On your books, we are on page 47. A gente está na página 47 do book de vocês. Ok? Right? So, take a look at these 3 sentences we have. Although it doesn't hurt, the truth is that most language skills are in fact habits. Okay? Listening is a communicative skill we use most in daily life. However, it can be difficult to practice. Even though we all have our own preference and learning styles, it's a mistake to depend on just one method, okay? So we have 3 sentences, one using although, however, and even though, okay? So let's repeat, although, even though, faz the, though, okay? Although, even though, alright? These sentences are on your books, okay? So, thinking about this sentence, let's make some conclusions, okay? I'll give you some time to think about the sentence, alright? So, the words in bold introduce an idea that is. So you have the sentence on your books. The same sentence. As mesmas sentenças estão no livro. Olha aí nessas palavras. Although, however, and even though. They express opposite or the same idea. Okay? Check there. Which ones come only at the beginning of a clause that introduces two ideas? Which one comes either at the beginning of a clause that introduces the second idea or in the middle of two clauses? Quais que a gente usa no começo, quais que a gente usa no meio, ok? Tanto no começo quanto no meio. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to answer that, ok? 2 minutinhos para vocês responderem no book, ok? E aí a gente vai corrigir e conversar sobre elas, alright? 2 minutes for you. Page 47, ok? Tá lá na página 47. 2 minutinhos para vocês fazerem. Tararam. Ok, 1 more minute. When you're done, you can let me know. Se vocês terminarem antes do tempo, vocês me avisam aqui, tá? Ok? Right, so I'll give you more like 30 seconds, and then you can move on, ok? Okay, can you check? All right, so when we use the words in bold introduce an idea that is opposite or the same as the main idea. Opposite, okay? So opposite. So when we use although, however, even though, but, on the other hand, despite of, though, we are talking about opposite ideas, okay? So, even though and although come only at the beginning of a clause that introduces the two ideas, okay? So we start the sentence with them. Although it doesn't hurt, the truth is ta-na-na-na-na-na, okay? And however comes either at the beginning of a clause that introduces the second idea or in the middle of two clauses. What does it mean? Às vezes a gente tem duas frases, duas clauses, e aí eu uso uma, ponto final, however, e a outra. Ou eu posso colocar vírgula e however, tá? Esse é the beginning of a clause that introduces the second idea. Então eu vou colocar o however depois da primeira ideia, ok? Yes? Alright, let's practice a little bit, okay? Complete. I'm going to show you some topics, okay? And you are going to complete with your idea, your personal answer, ok? Então, eu vou colocar aqui alguns tópicos, vocês vão completar com a opinião de vocês, ok? Number 1. Although English is important to get a job in Brazil, how can you make concession in this case? Okay, so you're going to write number 1 and the rest of the sentence, ok? Então, você vai escrever e o resto da frase, ok? So, although English is important to get a job in Brazil, ok? 1 minute. Okay? I'm really counting the time here. All right? Okay, number 2. Write it down. I've studied English for several years. However, so I've studied English for several years. However, so number 2, and write your answer. One minute for you guys to write your answers, okay? And I can check the other ones. All right? Remember, you have to contrast the ideas. 3. Though English is the main language for business, how can you contrast the idea? Okay? Though English is the main language for business, 1 minute. Go. So number 3, I'm checking your number 1 and 2. Okay? Thanks to technology, we have more options for learning other languages. On the other hand, one minute. So then you write number 4. Okay? All right, so let's check. So number 1, although English is important to get a job in Brazil, we could say it's expensive. Many people don't study. Not everybody has the opportunity to learn it. Okay? 2, I've studied English for several years. However, I still have things to learn. I have difficulties in listening. I'm not good at speaking. Okay? Though English is the main language for business, there are other languages to learn. Good example. Thanks to technology, we have more options for learning other languages. On the other hand, it's difficult to learn without help, without a teacher. Okay? So when you want to contrast the ideas, when you want to make concessions, you can use although, though, on the other hand, but, even though, okay? To contrast. So you have a variety of words. Don't use but all the time, okay? So you have to use other words because you know them right now. Combinado? That's a deal? Okay, so guys, to wrap it up, okay? I'm going to ask you, you can say yes, no, or so, okay? Just for us to measure what is going on, okay? Can you talk about the challenges of learning a language? Yes, no, or so, okay? Let me know. Yes, no, or so, okay? Can you use tricky words? Can you use tricky words? Pretend, actual, expert. What was the other one? Uneducated. Okay? Yes, no, or so. And can you make concessions? Can you contrast ideas? Can you express contrast when you're talking? Yes, no, or so. Okay? Yes? Alright, so to talk about challenge of learning a language, you say what is the hardest for you? Like, I think listening is the hardest. Think the lack of pronunciation. Okay? Alright? Good, so let's talk about good things. Vamos falar de coisa boa agora? Yes? Alright, so homeworks, ok? Eu vou dar pouquinho tarefa para vocês hoje, tá, gente? É pouquinho mesmo, tá? Not kidding, it's just a little bit, mas é importante que vocês façam para não acumular, ok? So take your resource books, page 24 and 25, ok? Então a gente trabalhou com bastante vocabulary today, right? A gente falou de bastante palavras novas. Então, a gente vai treinar esse vocabulary, ok? Page 24, página 24, ok? We have words alive. Which idiomatic expressions do these pictures represent? Write the correct expression under each picture, ok? Então, lembra que a gente viu 6 expressions? Learn by heart, read the books, draw blank. Então, vocês vão ver what are the expressions here, ok? Learn one's lesson, ok? And number 2, write an example sentence using each of the idiomatic expressions from activity 1. E aí, vocês vão usar as expressões daqui e escrever um exemplo aqui, ok? For example, I know a lot of words in English by heart. Okay? Page 25. Exercise task 1, que é esse aqui, do Words Alive. Choose the correct option to complete the sentence. Vocês vão trabalhar com aquelas tricky words que a gente trabalhou, que a gente fez o game. Então, por exemplo, Reese made a very remark in the relationship to the news report. But Fran gave me the correct information. Então, he was uneducated or rude. Ok? Só escolher qual que é a resposta certa. E o spot on, complete the explanations with the correct adverbial from the box. Então, aqui a gente tem on the other hand, however, though, and even if. Vocês vão ver a explicação. Então, aqui tem, ó, means the same as although. Então, vocês vão completar com as palavras do box a explicação, ok? If you have any doubts, se vocês tiverem qualquer dúvida, manda lá no grupo da sala, que é teacher ou eu, a gente conversa com vocês, tá? Eu posso demorar, às vezes, um pouquinho para responder por conta das lives, mas a gente responde, tá? Guys, é muito importante que vocês fiquem atentos aos grupos de WhatsApp, porque é por lá que a gente está se comunicando. Tá vindo novidade por aí, então vocês fiquem ligadinhos lá, tá bom? Então, a partir da semana que vem, vocês vão voltar a ter aulas no horário normal de vocês, tá? Então, as aulas não vão ser na escola, tá bom? A gente vai continuar fazendo aula online, mas a gente vai mudar o formato, tá? Não vai ser mais live no YouTube, a gente vai usar uma outra plataforma que a gente vai explicar para vocês a semana que vem, quando chegar a hora, tá? Podem ficar tranquilos. Então, vocês vão voltar a ter aulas aos sábados a partir do dia 18, porque esse sábado agora também é feriado, né? Sábado de aleluia, combinado? Então, fiquem de olho lá no grupo. Se vocês tiverem qualquer dúvida, manda lá no WhatsApp também, que a gente está respondendo, tá? Se vocês, de novo, reforçar aqui, essa tarefa é para semana que vem, tá? Não é para terça. Então, vocês têm que finalizar tudo, as tarefas das 3 lives, até sexta que vem, na outra sexta, tá bom? Porque daí no sábado, vocês já vão praticar, vai ser diferente a aula, tá bom? Então, precisa entregar tudo para a teacher até, no máximo, assim, ó, sexta que vem, combinado? E, gente, se vocês conhecem alguém, se vocês têm um comércio, conhece alguém que tá trabalhando com delivery agora nesse período, né? Manda pra gente o nome do lugar, o que essa pessoa vende, que a gente vai ajudar a divulgar também na corrente do bem, tá? Não esqueçam de curtir o vídeo, tá bom? Não é aula na escola, tá? Não tem aula na escola. As aulas vão continuar sendo virtuais. A escola vai estar fechada, tá bom? Então, não vai ser aula no IASIG, mas a gente vai usar uma outra plataforma. Vocês vão voltar a ter aula com o teacher de vocês, tá? Então, não vai ser mais live aqui no YouTube, mas fica de olho no grupo que a gente vai conversando com vocês, ok? Thank you guys very much. Para mim foi um prazer ficar aqui cuidando de vocês nessas 3 semanas. Eu me diverti um monte, espero ter ajudado vocês. Please be safe, wash your hands, stay home. I really miss you guys. I hope to see you soon. Okay? Thank you very much and see you around. If you need anything, contact us on the WhatsApp group. Okay? See you guys. Don't forget to do your homeworks. Okay? Bye bye.